am leaving Wisconsin. Goodbye, Wisconsin. Doesn't mean I won't come back, but for now we are heading to Idaho. Beautiful day to fly. Beautiful day to fly. They said it might be a little bumpy. My sister was very tearful and my mother cried. I didn't know that she was crying, and my sister said, yeah, she didn't know you were leaving today, and when you told her goodbye, when you went outside to the car, she started crying. I felt really bad. I'm gonna miss my mama. She really likes her daughters here. Just about there. It was a really short 30 minutes. Amazing how fast it goes. And not one bump along the way. Why? Because God is my pilot. Every time I fly, I keep thinking this is God's view from above. How many people don't even know that He's watching? So I love coming to the Minneapolis airport, and it seems to be that everything here is shut down just like all the other airports. I don't see, the one food bar is closed. They required face masks on the Delta airline. I didn't wear mine, and I'm not wearing mine in the airport. It's just a personal choice. I know a lot of people are like, but we still have freedom. And I know a lot of people will say, well, but you could be harming other people. You know what? Personal choice. For me, it's still a personal choice not to wear the face mask. But I'm not going to do a whole dissertation on why. You know my stance. But here's the food court, and it'll be interesting to see. Well, I guess there are some things open. I'm going to walk around. I brought my own lunch. I always do. And we're going to go explore up here. But I'd say about 95% of people are wearing masks. And they keep piping in the CDC says. Well, they do say. But again, it's not a law. But I feel pretty good. And I had a delicious whole food plant-based little wrap. It was awesome. And my sister just sent me a video of Mario, and he cried. She says, you don't understand, this dog is actually crying right now. It was so sad. She's like, he knew you weren't going to come back for a while. Yeah, it kind of changes my heart in many ways. It really makes me think about what the Lord is calling me for. So, all right, walk by the sweets. If you want to destroy your immune system, go in there. I like wasting time sometimes in these airports just to see how far out of the loop I am with where the world is. So let's, just out of curiosity, see how much something like this costs. This little tiny leather thing. Oh, it's for free. Doesn't have a price tag on it. Let's see. Maybe this one does. Oh, this one does. Oh, $130. Isn't that nice? There you go, $130. How about a real big one? This is like a real woman's purse. This is, let me guess, $150. Oh, 100. It's a bargain. See, it's a bargain. Now here's something, wow, that I'm really out of the loop. Look at this. $195. Look at that. 205. Oh, 150. Oh, 150. 110. I don't wear a watch, and I'm probably saving a lot of money by not wearing a watch at this point. You know, one of the saddest things with society today is that we have this image that we have to uphold, right, as women, and even men now too. And this is all the stuff that helps us achieve that. The more money we can spend, you know, we can hopefully look like that. I don't know why we just can't embrace loving ourselves for, you know, how God created us. Unique, different, beautiful, beautiful inside. But Satan's good at, you know, showing us these images, and they're not real. They're not, I mean, they're against the image of God. And that's exactly what Satan wants. It's pretty sad, isn't it? Yeah, and this is why kids commit suicide and they got eating disorders, because of those images. The walk. You know, when I go in these stores and I see those items and I see the expense, it's not a judgment. It's not a judgment. It is just showing all of us that where our treasures are is where our heart's going to be. And there are so many people nowadays, today in this society, who have no clue who Jesus is. And all of their investments goes into those things, those items. Living the finest of the finest, buying the finest things, spending every last dime, even money they don't have. Even money they don't have. We are buying things to fill something that we don't know what it is. But what it is our need for Jesus. It's our need for a Savior. You know, before I was lost, I mean, before I was saved, I was lost. And I wasn't really materialistic, but in a way, I was materialistic enough. You know, I worked very hard for my money, and I saved, and I was very frugal, and in a way, I didn't, you know, money was a way for me to prove myself, to prove that I had value, to prove that I had worth. Finally I had a good job, and I wanted to show my family that I could finally make a living on my own. I wanted even to show in my marriage that I could contribute. And when you come to Jesus, you don't have to prove anything. You don't have to prove anything. And it's not about how much you have. Now, of course, when we work hard, there's nothing wrong with having. There's nothing wrong with saving. There's nothing wrong with any of that. But where we get in trouble is when our heart starts storing up those treasures for this earthbound place, which we really don't belong to.
7 p.m. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened and your carry-on stowed until the aircraft is parked at the gate and the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign. Please be careful when opening overhead bins to avoid injury from items that may have shifted during flight. Feel free to use your